Hi, my name is Missy. Let's do a pick a card today. We have 3 new decks that I would like to get to know. The only thing that I've done with these decks so far is take them out of their boxes so that I can take pictures of them and to post on my website for sale. But I thought the best way to get to know these decks would be to do a pick a card so that we can get to know them together. So what we're going to focus on today is career or life purpose, right? Because not everybody's going to make a career out of their life purpose. But what is it that you're here for, right? And as well as what is the new beginning that the solar eclipse in a couple of days is going to bring in terms of your career or your purpose? What is it that you're meant to do here? So let me introduce the decks and then I'll give you a minute to go ahead and choose which you'd like. We have the Bosch Tarot, that's going to be group number 1. For group number 2, we have Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. For group number 3, we have Happy Tarot. We have the song Demons by Imagine Dragons. That there might be a message for you in there somewhere if you want to go ahead and look that up. So what we're going to do in the reading is we'll use the cards to get the bulk of, the main message, and then we'll at the end pull some astro charms to see if there are any specific messages for each sign. So let's go ahead and give you a chance. I'm going to give you about a minute here to choose which deck you'd like. Hello, Group 1. We're starting off with the song It's Tricky, Run DMC. You may want to Google that, the lyrics, to see if there's a message there for you. So if you chose the Bosch Tarot, let's take a real quick look at our cards and our book, if I can get them all out. So as you can see, it's just a regular deck or regular box. Very cute. Cards are very colorful. This is your book. It's going to have several languages. So, there's only just a couple of pages of English where it tells you the meaning of the cards. You don't really want to look at that anyway if you're reading cards. Throw that out. Throw that out. Throw it out. All right, let's make sure I don't have any extra cards in here that I don't need before we get to shuffling and get into the reading. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think we're good. I don't think I got them too mixed up. So again, cute box. The book doesn't really have, it has some to offer, but not a whole lot if we're being honest. The low Scarabeo decks really never do, and it's because they have so many different translations that, you can only fit so much into the book. All right, so go ahead and take a breath with me. We're going to ask the question, what is the new beginning? What fresh start is the solar eclipse going to bring to your career or purpose? What is it that you have to look forward to, right? Because that's really what a fresh start or a new beginning is. Or at least I hope something new would be exciting. Cards feel really good in my hands as I'm shuffling. I have to be honest about that. They're a good size. They've got a good shuffle. They do a good fan as well. The camera is probably not the best because it keeps going in and out of focus. And I am losing light, so, that could play a factor as well. One more. So we've got the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck is always like the foundation of the matter, right? What brought you to the point that you're at now? So before we even get to what your new beginning is, things have been literally stagnant and on pause, on hold, probably because of somebody's shenanigans with this monkey here. You can see he's like pulling on these two chains, which is what's keeping her, because you can see the rope. It's like a pulley system, right? And this is what he's doing. He's the one controlling this pulley system that's keeping her hung, or him hung, because this is the Hanged Man. So, like, you've been hung up because of the shenanigans, or like somebody else is basically controlling things from behind the scenes. So we know that immediately right off the bat in your reading. So let's see what's gonna happen with this solar eclipse. You know, what is this new beginning? We've got the Nine of Swords. Interesting though that the egg is cracking open. I gotta be honest, so all of those swords, all of this betrayal, especially the shenanigans of someone else holding you up, it's actually, I think, the thing that's like, that's what's causing the cracks. That's what's causing the egg to hatch, basically. The birth, it's what's causing this birth. Like, the cracks in this egg are actually to your benefit. Very interesting, because the Nine of Swords is like fear, worry, depression, anxiety. And it's like this is saying each time you've been stabbed or you've experienced something that's caused you to carry this fear, this anxiety, this worry, every time that you've experienced that, you've learned something from it, and that's the thing that's cracked you open or caused this new rebirth or new birth, basically. And look at now, it's the Nine of Pentacles. It's literally, you're birthing independence, 1000. And not only that, like, look at all of the pentacles in his bag. Maybe that's the thing that's been on hold, is the financial aspect of whatever you're doing. Like, maybe if it's just a calling where it's charity, because it could be charity towards animals. Look at this dog here, right? It could be charity for disabled veterans, because of this guy, the way he's got this whatever here, right? Maybe you didn't really have the money to continue, and now there's going to be funding or something in order for you to continue the charity that you provide in some way. Look at denari, right? Money, literally. But the Nine of Pentacles is energy of independence, and you've got two nines here as well. And then the 8. It's the 8 of Cups, walking away from one thing but heading towards something else. And it's interesting to me that this is an 8 when you have two nines here, because the next card would be the 9 of Cups, which would be emotional fulfillment. I was looking to see if it was going to actually be next, because this is the brand new deck. It's the first time I've used it. You just never know, right? But no, you've got the 5 of Pentacles here, and you see him fishing for coins. Also, this kind of on his mouth, it kind of looks like a megaphone, right? Like maybe you're having to promote yourself in some way in order to gain these coins, right? To like attract the coins, because that's what a fish, like lure the money in, lure the help in, lure the support in. Usually the 5 of Pentacles is a card that, like the imagery, it'll show people feeling rejected and, you know, lacking. But in this particular 5 of Pentacles, it actually looks like, oh, interesting, this song. I love this song too, but we have the song Royals by Lord. So anyway, you're attracting your support or your abundance. You're attracting money, denari, right? Pentacles, through promotion, Or maybe there is going to be promotion. That's going to be the new beginning, is you're promoting yourself. You're finally going in and promoting yourself. And look at the King of Cups now. Also, by the King of Cups talks about you're keeping your expectations realistic. And then the Sun, the most positive card in the deck. It's like a big yes, right? And then we have the Five of Cups, but it doesn't really feel like this card is connected, to be honest with you, because that Sun is like a big oh yes. Like, why do you need to go further than that? It also feels like, because obviously each person here, they're both vulnerable, they're both naked, so they're both being vulnerable with each other, but also they're very much different. One's black, one's white, right? So you're promoting yourself to people who either think differently because the apple is on her head. You see that? So her wisdom is different from yours, but your wisdom brings clarity, right? It maybe refines their wisdom. There's something about collaboration, bringing your wisdom to others in some way. Again, promotion, right? So this is a great big yes. Like, if you're looking for a way to revitalize either charity or a business or something where you need more money, like if you own your own business, because this is your career, right? And especially with the song and with the Nine of Pentacles is independence, meaning you are self-sufficient and independent, and you don't need anyone else to take care of you, meaning you create your own money. So you either need to promote your business, promotion, yes, yes, yes. With this here, that's the only way you're going to get your wisdom out to others, because others have their own ideas. But you also need to be realistic in your expectations, in what it is that you're trying to, like especially if this is a charity. Like, let's say you work with animals and you need to raise money for your cause. You don't want to go and approach, I don't know, your grandmother who's middle class and living paycheck to paycheck and ask her to donate $5,000, right? That's just crazy and it's unrealistic. So that's the message here. We have the song Victorious, Panic at the Disco. So really, really positive energy, like promotion, promote. That's what all you need to do, especially if things have been stagnant. Promote. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to take your deck and put it here. We're going to put these over here, and then we'll go ahead and pull some charms. Sorry, they're crooked and it's driving me nutty. Those cards are so pretty, right? The color. Interesting that the owl tried to jump off of the table. All right, so wisdom will be coming in for you, but probably about a year from now, and that's for Taurus specifically. Actually, what I feel like it's saying is your wisdom is going to pay off. Like, you'll see the fruits of your whatever this is over here. You'll see it paying off in about a year's time. For Pisces, you have Saturn with the letter L, so you could be like learning some sort of lesson regarding L. You could need to set a boundary regarding L, or restrict L in some way. We have the letter P in the center, so for everybody, there could be a person, place, or thing with the letter P that's very important to your situation. Again, promotion, right? But any other way that you already know, like, don't try to make it fit, but if you already know a person, place, or thing with the letter P, then this is just a confirmation that they will be important to this this, your purpose, your career, utilize it in some way. So for Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Scorpio, especially if you have all, like if you've got placements in all of these signs here, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, we have messages of like your intuitive messages coming in from your passed on loved one. This is a female who would have passed on, possibly with the letter E in their name. More than likely, they're one of these signs. I think this is a message, it literally, I gotta be honest, this is a specific message for Sagittarius, possibly from a passed on Capricorn or Scorpio, or Capricorn with Scorpio placements, possibly with the letter E in their name. They want you to take care of yourself. They want you to love yourself. It's like it's this message coming in really strong, like, love yourself. You need to love yourself. They love you as well, but you need to love yourself, right? Put yourself first, whatever. That's a special message for Sagittarius. For Scorpio specifically, follow your intuition, but E can be very important for you. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. For Capricorn specifically, follow your intuition. E could be important to you, and you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, well, this one went by very quickly, but that's okay. So I hope this resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification bell, anything you can to help me. And give me 1 second. I'm going to flip through these cards a little bit more so that you can see a few more if this was the deck that you chose before I say goodbye. Look at, we've got the Six of Cups. Ooh, that's a pretty one. The Star. The Magician, the Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. I need to shuffle them more. 10 of Pentacles, look at, he's got a bare butt. Like, oh, how mischievous. He's rubbing that pentacle up his butt. Oh my God. Oh, that's a good one. I kind of like this deck. Oh, look at the Emperor's good too. Interesting that he looks like the Pope, though. Very interesting that he looks like the Pope. This is going to be a good deck to get some interesting readings from. Also, we have the song Monsters by Shinedown, I think. Hold on. Yeah, Monsters by Shinedown. All right, so a few more. Ooh, the Moon, that's a good one, too. Yeah. Okay. Look at the Devil. Really good deck. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight, please bear with me, I'm losing light. But let's take a quick look at our book that comes with it. This is a low Scarabeo deck, so, you know, obviously the book isn't going to be too involved. There's, you know, a little bit of explanation here. You know, if you want my advice, though, throw the book away. With any tarot deck that you get, put it in a drawer somewhere. Don't look at it until after you've gotten to know the cards. Okay, we don't need this particular card here. The box is really cute. It's got some cute little imagery there. All right, so let's go ahead and get the cards shuffled and get into the reading so you can see some of the images. Breathe with me. We're going to be looking at what new beginning, what fresh start will be happening for you either in your career or your life purpose, right? Not everyone is going to make a career out of their life purpose. So what we're looking at here is like, what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you love? What fresh start is this eclipse going to be bringing in for you? couple more shuffles. This is a brand new deck. We want to go ahead and make sure that they're well mixed before we get into the reading. We have the song Iron Man, Black Sabbath. Oh, I gotta fix my ring. It hurts when it does that. One more and then we'll get into the read. I feel like it's 1, 2. Yeah, okay, we'll do 3. I feel like it goes like this, and then this one is separate. All right. Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Very interesting, though, that she's looking into a mirror. Give me a minute. I'm trying to fill this one out because so I got to be honest. You're a mirror, right? You could have Scorpio placements, like you really could have Scorpio placements, first of all, because that's literally the energy of Scorpio, is that you are a mirror, right? You're a mirror for the shadow of others, especially with that raven or crow or whatever this particular blackbird is there that's sitting on top of this mirror. You know, they're ravens or messengers, right? So it could be okay, so either you influence others in some way because there's something about your appearance that's very important for your career or your purpose, right? You hold sway or you hold influence over others, and it's because you mirror. And it has to do with, I think it has to do with people's shadow, and I have to be really honest. There's nothing ratty about her outfit or anything. It's just the energy that I'm picking up on. Like, her skin looks very pale. She looks a little bit sick. There's something about the appearance that needs to be taken care of. And especially with the song playing in the background, it could be that you're just really tired. And that's the reason that you haven't really taken care of your appearance. And even though there's no rips or tear in your clothing, like there's no, stains, everything matches. There's red shoes, red hat, white dress, right? Like the necklace matches, right? But then when you look at it, the hat's kind of strange looking. The outfit doesn't really go together. It's a little odd. Right? So there's something about appearance happening here, and it could be because either you influence others in some way, like maybe you're the boss, you could do something on social media, or maybe you need to do something on social media, right? That would, in order to influence others, and your appearance will play a part in it, especially if you're delivering messages to other people or wisdom to other people. There's something about, I'm sorry to say it this way, but there's something about looking frumpy. Like you need to, like that's what led you to where you are right now, right? Especially if you're looking for a new beginning in a career or your life purpose, right? Especially if it's a career. You're looking for a new beginning in your career, you really need to step up your appearance so that you don't look quite so frumpy. You need to look more put together. That like this outfit that she has on is kind of strange and odd. It doesn't look like it really goes together even though it matches. Take that however it resonates. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to make anybody feel bad about how they, like if you enjoy the way that you look, if you feel good about it when you leave the house, then by all means continue it. Just take a little bit more care, like do your hair more or put on more makeup or something to spice up your appearance. But if you know that you're leaving the house putting the least, like doing the bare minimum when it comes to your appearance, then you know you need to do something about that, that you're a little too frumpy for the career world, right? And you need to step it up. Okay, so let's look at the main message, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. She feels sad to me. Even though that's a pentacle, I'm seeing it as a skull. It could be that there was some sort of loss, right? That you're sad about some sort of loss. Or maybe something is dead. Look at how the plants are dead as well. Maybe something is dead or dying, especially if it's either a job or a business, or the interest of something is dead or dying. This is the Ten of Swords. Look at more energy of dead or dying. But again, in this one, you don't see the swords piercing her. You just see them all around this statue. This actually feels like the end of a pilgrimage. Kind of like if you were to go to Stonehenge, right? Like the end, that's almost how it's just how I'm seeing it, how it's coming through. Maybe you, maybe you need to take a pilgrimage to a sacred site. Come on, focus. See that statue there in the center? I feel like the energy of that statue also is saying, allow yourself to be free, like dance like nobody's watching, right? She's got wings there. So this really feels like you've got to, and she's also on her knees. So she is paying respects here. So I feel like something is dead or dying. This could be either your passion for something. I think that might be your passion for something, because the leaves and everything are dying around this pentacle, and I was seeing the pentacle as a skull. So maybe your passion for your work is dying and you need to take a pilgrimage or even a vacation, right? If it's not an actual, like if this is not a spiritual thing for you, but I suspect that, you know, in some way it is spiritual because you're watching me, right? If you weren't into spirituality, you would not be here. You know, like maybe your career is your passion, or your career is your purpose. Maybe you're one of the very lucky people who is able to turn your passion into a career, but now you've lost your drive. That's how it feels, especially with this Ace of Swords coming out as the third card in this sort of, you know, reading. We have the song Get Stoned by, hold on, Get Stoned by, I hate it when my phone does this, because then I gotta actually move it, and I got stuff set up in such a way that I only have so much room to move. Hold on. Get Stoned by Hinder. Interesting. Get Stoned, Hinder. Like if you're getting high, that's hindering your passion. I feel like just take that message however it resonates for your situation. But there's some sort of truth you need to accept, especially because look at how close she has this sword to her eyes. This is the Ace of Swords, but you know, in the Two of Swords, she's blindfolded. And so this sword here looks like she's trying to hide her eyes. She's trying to ignore the truth, which could very well be that you're hindering yourself if you're using like substances. Look at, now we have the Two of Wands, which is which direction do I take? But look at what it says on some of these signs. Hold on. Come on. I think you're worn out by something as well. Come on, focus. This camera, I swear I need to get a new camera. I just can't right now. It's on my list. Come on. Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay, Death Valley, Death Valley, Death Valley, Death Valley. I can't tell what this one right here says. I don't think it's Death Valley though. Like, man, I think you're done with something. You feel like all signs lead to death. All roads lead to death. All paths lead to death. I don't want to die here. Please, God, like, swear to God, that's what the energy feels like. Especially if it's something you're doing online. You're like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so worn out. I'm so worn out. Kill me now. I don't know what to do. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. That's what it feels like. You're saying, like, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. I think you need to like either meditation, go take a vacation, take a pilgrimage to a sacred site. And it keeps saying here, even on this, go home, get stoned. I don't know if they're saying go home and get stoned unless that's not something that you normally do. Like maybe you need to do a ceremony, an actual like ayahuasca or some type of healing ceremony. Go home, right? That can be a special message for some people, especially certain cultures where, you know, you need to go back to your roots, go back to your culture for healing. We have the song Blood on the Ground by Incubus. So I need to turn on my light, even though I really didn't want to because it kind of ruins the video, but oh well, I'm losing light outside, so we don't have a choice. I just don't like the glare that happens, although I guess it's really not going to hit the cards too much. It's over here in the corner right now. Let's get some charms. I want to move these off to the side just to see if any of the charms fall on them. I gotta be honest with you though, what I really want to do is put this one on the top. Like this. Put it right here, and then if any charms fall on it, we'll read it. The song is saying, oh, and I'm almost dropping, I did drop one letter, but it's saying, I don't want to talk to you anymore. If you're somebody who does something online, like you're so over it, I think. Okay, so, we have the letter V, we've got the letter H. We've got I love you coming out for Sagittarius. Okay, hold on. Let's do this one at a time. We're going to start with Pisces, okay? So for Pisces, you actually have one of my mediumship charms. This is a special message that your angels and ancestors, specifically a passed on feminine, is protecting you. They are with you. They're with you all the time, right? They're protecting you. That's what this particular charm is about. This was a gift that was given to me by my aunt who passed away several years ago, but when she gave it to me with a car that she was giving to me, and she said that it was for the angel. This was her, you know, a talisman for my protection. And so that's what this message is. It's a message from a passed on loved one, a feminine. It does not have to be your aunt, but it could be. But this is just a feminine who protects you, a feminine who has passed on, who loves you very much. They want to give you a special message of love and that they protect you. And also with this, the sun rune here in the very center, this is clarity coming in for everyone, all signs, right? It's also, the sun, it brightens everything. So it brings in like joy. You know, it illuminates everything. So, you know, again, going back to that advice, like taking this pilgrimage or this journey, right, this ceremony, whether it's an inner journey or a trip traveling or whatever, it's going to bring like fire back. It's going to bring light and back into the situation. So for Capricorn and Sagittarius, you have a special message coming in from a person with the letter V in their name of love. Literally, I love you. It could be that you have both of these signs prominent in your chart. But, you know, if not, if you're just a Sagittarius who has a passed on loved one with the name that starts with V, they're telling you they love you. Same message for Capricorn. For Scorpio, you have the letter H coming out. That could be a person, place, or thing that's important to this situation. More than likely will bring light back to the situation because of this particular rune here. And then with Gemini specifically, but it can come over into Cancer because it is sitting on both houses. We've got the 10th house of career, we've got the $100 bill and the $20 bill. So you might lose a partner. Actually, you might need to lose a partner. That could be one of the things that's actually coming in specifically for Gemini, or a Gemini with Cancer placements, or somebody who has Cancer placements specifically. I think you might lose a partner, but that is probably the best thing that could happen to your career is the loss of a partner. We also have the song Outrunning Karma, as I say this, by Alec Benjamin. So it could be like this partner outrunning karma, like their reputation, like whatever it is, something about they could spoil or hurt your reputation, because that is the 10th house, okay? So I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, anything you can to help me, and I thank you very much for watching. Oh, and I wanted to do a real quick, you know, shuffle through of the cards so you can see some more of what they look like before I say goodbye. This is the Six of Cups, and look at that bear. Oh my goodness. I love that card. Look at, oh, this is going to be one of my favorite decks. Look at this. I'm going to be able to get so many different impressions from these cards. Look at that. Great deck. Seriously. Oh, that's a good one. All right. All right. So thank you so much for watching. For group 2, one thing that I forgot, I actually just cleared it away right now, and I probably should have left it out. You probably noticed it in the video when I pulled the charms. This particular crystal landed right here. So it's a message for Aquarius specifically with this specific crystal, which is that Aquarius needs to speak their truth, be honest with yourself, be honest with others, especially over the next several months, right? Because it fell off of the board. It's not something that you need to do right now, but you will need to be honest either with yourself or with others. You'll need to speak up, speak out in some way in the next couple of months. Hi, group 3. So if you chose the Happy Tarot, let's take a look at the book first, and then we'll get to shuffling the cards so that we can kind of get to know them, see what they look like. Here's what the back looks like. I apologize for that glare. I had to turn on my overhead light because it's getting dark outside. Very cute back. They kind of remind me a little bit of Hello Kitty, but kind of not. I don't know. Very cute cards. So let's look at the book. This is just a low Scarabeo deck, so obviously the book isn't going to have a whole lot, but you know, in my opinion, you should throw the book away anyway and just get to know your cards before you actually go and read what someone else says about what they mean. Follow your own intuition. It will never steer you wrong. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle, breathe with me. Go ahead and think about your career or your passion, your purpose in this life, and let's see what new beginning or fresh start the solar eclipse is going to bring into that area for you. We're going to give this several good shuffles, so just breathe with me while I do that. I'm going to be silent for a minute. Also, we do have the song, it's Pat Benatar, but I don't know. I apologize for that. I went to grab my phone and accidentally turned off the video. Okay, so we have Invincible by Pat Benatar. That's the song that we have playing in the background. Actually, I need to move this out of the way. Oh. So whatever's happening in your situation, what the new start is going to be something you don't have a choice about. Like, it's a do or die situation. We will be invincible is what she keeps saying in the background. So you either do or die. You sink or swim in whatever your career or your passion, your purpose in this life. Could be something that's, you know, like you could be in law enforcement or, you know, an EMT or something like that, right? Just based on the lyrics. Superhero energy. Military, something like that, right? Or even sports, because, you know, there's the spirit of competition that was coming through in that song. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and quiet down now so that I can ask the questions while I'm shuffling. If you can just breathe with me. We have the song Daisy 2.0, Ashniko. So whatever your career or your passion, it's going to be high stress, high competition. You're going to need to be not really bloodthirsty, but kind of cutthroat and bloodthirsty is how it feels based on these songs. It's do or die, right? You're going to have to be cutthroat or bloodthirsty to survive. Oh, look at, you've got the Three of Swords that was just like catching on my finger. So whatever, interesting though, even though this is the Three of Swords, look at it, it's actually a cake with frosting. And those are kind of hitting me like chocolate crosses, right? Like, there's sweetness with the pain. This could be like it's something that you do, like there's literally sweetness with the pain. Like you could be an adrenaline junkie of some type, some sort of athlete, right? Especially like MMA, boxing, fighting of some type, right? Like there's just some people that like pain is good for them, right? Pain is their thing. And that's literally the message I'm getting there. There's sweetness in the pain. Even tattoo artists. I am feeling very strongly there's something about a tattoo attached to this new beginning. Maybe a tattoo solidifies it, and so it's like might solidify a bond or a pact that you have with someone who's probably just as ruthless as you. It could even be like a pact with a frenemy. I got to be honest. There's pleasure in the pain, right? A pact with an enemy. Keep your enemy, your friends close and your enemies closer, or keep your, you know, it's like friendly competition kind of thing. Very interesting energy. Very, very cold, cutthroat, competitive. But not like I'm not scared. It's just very. This is the kind of energy that you would need to have if you were in any of the careers I've already said before, but also if you were like CEO of a. Oh, interesting. We've got this song. Hold on. The song FFF. G-Eazy and BB Rex, fuck fake friends is what this is about. Fuck fake friends. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I'm feeling like, okay, so if we're talking CEO, if it's not CEO of a large company, this is like stock market, stockbroker, something where it's very competitive and you have to be like on the edge, cutthroat. Like there are probably a lot of fake people around you. You've probably felt like you've been manipulated or something, deceived in some way by fake friends, fake colleagues, or you feel like that a lot in this industry, whatever you're doing. I think your new beginning is going to be an ending, to be honest with you. There's pleasure in the pain. It's going to be an ending that probably, look at, now we've got the Ten of Swords on the bottom. There's a betrayal that brings an ending, but that is your new beginning. And then now you've got the Seven of Cups, like you have choices after that. But you're feeling rejected. You're feeling like you're lacking money, like you're left out in the cold. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles after that. And then the Five of Cups, more crying. Hold on. So this is weird. It's like up and down, up and down, up and down energy. I think whatever you're doing, it's very stressful. It's probably one of those things like, I've got to be honest with you. I think this is the one reading where you're not in a career that you love. You're not in your purpose, and I think the new beginning for you is that whatever this career is that you're in, it's very stressful. You probably don't enjoy it anymore, and the pleasure and the pain would be the ending. Like there's going to be some sort of betrayal that's going to bring an ending, but that's actually pleasurable. That's actually, it brings you pleasure because even though you're going to be like hurting for money, I think, right? At least for a while. And then like you need to save, because I think if you don't save, you're going to be crying, obviously, right? And then again, boom, new beginning. But again, that's the foolish energy. We've got the Knight of Wands, irresponsible. So, and then we've got the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped and stuck. And this doesn't, like, look at, there's food in the water. That's not very, that's kind of gross. It actually feels like the way that this is set up, you know how like some cartoons you'll see rib cages, right? Like that's kind of how it feels like inside of like this, she's trapped inside of this carcass, this rib cage, and there's decaying food, even though it's not being depicted. That's how it feels to me. So your new beginning is an ending, probably the ending of your job. But you're probably happy about that because you weren't happy there anyway. You're going to need to really save your money, conserve your resources, otherwise you're going to regret it later. And there's pleasure in the pain. I don't know how else to say it. There's pleasure in the pain. I think you're definitely happy about this ending, but it does come about because of a betrayal. Maybe you knew the betrayal. Well, obviously you knew the betrayal was coming, right? The Ten of Swords is always, well, not always, actually, now that I say that, not every deck shows the Ten of Swords laying on their back with the swords in their chest. Some decks do depict the swords in their back where it's a betrayal that you don't see coming. But in this case, I think it is a betrayal that you saw coming because of the environment that you work in. Like you knew with the stress and everything, you knew. Okay, let's get some charms. It's a handful, like a huge handful. So we have up here for the sign of Sagittarius, specifically we have the 12th house. Secrets, things hidden from you, things you hide from others. That's going to be important for you. Also, whatever's happened, we have the first house in the very center here. For everybody, this is going to affect you personally. Everybody watching this will affect you personally. It'll affect your physical health, right? And that goes back to the need to save, especially if you end up losing your job or your job ends or whatever the case is. We have the song, I'm a mess, Anthony Hamilton. Let's turn these letters over. This one came out on top of 2 hearts. So we've got the letter T on top of 2 hearts for Aquarius. And then we've got lost and found. Aw, Aquarius, you like somebody, whether it's a relationship that you lost with somebody with the letter T in their name, I think they're coming back, first of all. Especially after this, I think that's going to be part of your new beginning. It could be also the number, or excuse me, the letter W in their name, and the number is 713. But for Pisces, if you have, especially if you have Aquarius in your chart, or you're dealing with an Aquarius, you have the $20 bill. So you have a partnership coming in, possibly with someone with either an M or a W in their name. Someone probably that you already knew because of this lost and found. Someone that you care about. For Aries, you have the letter Z and the letter M. So again, you know, person, place, or thing that could affect you personally. For Gemini, we have the letter K. We also have the lion, but that's sitting for Gemini and Cancer. So if you have Cancer placements, or you're dealing with a Cancer, actually, let me back up for a second. The lion, it is pride, but it's also Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Cancer and a Leo. But I think the Leo, I feel like this is saying the Leo energy is protected, but also there's a message of protecting your pride. Maybe the Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, they're protecting their pride, or they're too proud to something about their pride, protecting their pride. And then we have Leo over here with the ring, and then a piece of a red tiger eye, right? So the ring has to do with relationships, and the red tiger eye is like abundant security, right? Like feeling secure, feeling grounded. But there's abundance with that, and it's a relationship that brings security, abundant security, within probably a couple of months of when you see this reading. For Capricorn, we have a piece of Lenormand, which is a water stone, but it's also a throat chakra stone. So it's saying you need to be honest about how you feel. And then we almost forgot, for Aquarius, you have the sign of Taurus. Coming out here, and it's coming up, it's coming so close to this piece of garnet. This could be masculine energy, it doesn't have to be, but you know, garnet is a masculine stone. It's also a stone of like security and grounding. So if this is a business situation, Taurus can be very secure and grounding for you. Within several months to a year from when you watch this. Okay, so I hope that oh, look at, oh no, that was actually part of my decoration. Never mind, ignore me. So I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, anything that you can to help me. I'm going to do a really quick flip through of the cards so that you can get a pretty good idea of what they look like before I say goodbye. But I do want to let you know that we have one last song, which is Just Because by Anita Baker. So let's look at some of these. That's the 7 of Cups. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of, what is that, 9 of Cups? She looks so sad for that to be the 9 of Cups. Very interesting. I'm going to get some really interesting readings from this deck. That's a very sad 9 of Cups. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, the Fool. What's this? The Knight of Wands, I think. 8 of Swords. Very cute deck. It's going to be very interesting. Look at the Devil card. So this is the Lovers. It's giving me 3 of Cups vibes, but okay. Very interesting deck. The Moon. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching.